Hey, you guys. Welcome to Audrey's reading area. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes. Yes. Inspirational Friday today. It is Inspirational Friday. And a big shout out to my grandbabies, Korea, Sanaa, David the Third, and Caden. I love you all and I miss you so much. Yes. That means I love you in sign language. Alexa, what time is Audrey's reading area?
Audrey Reads in her area live at 5, and please subscribe.
That's Live. Live at 5. Well, all right, you guys. On this Inspirational Friday, I have a very fun and exciting book that I'll be reading to you. Doing something different on Inspirational Fridays. Yeah, the peanuts. Happiness is a warm blanket. I'm just saying. Shout out to my sister Rita who gave me this blanket. Yes. Happiness is a Warm Blanket by Charles M. Shultz. And I believe he is the writer and the illustrator. Happiness is a warm blanket. Look at the picture. Too cute. So let us jump right into this book. See, happiness is a warm blanket, right? Happiness is a warm blanket, Charlie Brown. That's Charlie Brown. That's Lucy, his sister. Linus loved his blanket. It made him feel safe and secure. It soaked up all of his fears and frustrations. Mm-hmm. Linus didn't like to be away from his blanket ever. Not even when his sister, oh, Linus's sister, sorry. Not even when his sister Lucy decided it was time to clean it. Wash day, Lucy would shout. It's in the rinse cycle, she'd say as Linus began to sweat. And finally, it's in the spin cycle. At last, Linus would get his blanket back. But lately, Linus's friends had begun teasing him about his blanket. They thought it was silly and got in the way. You and that stupid blanket, Schroeder yelled. I'm just saying. I can't stand it, said Charlie Brown. Even Sally, who loved everything about Linus, had something to say about his blanket. You're my sweet baboo, she told Linus, but I could like you even more if you'd give up that blanket. Mm-hmm. If you'd give up that blanket. Only Charlie Brown's dog, Snoopy, understood how great Linus's blanket really was, and he wanted it for himself. Linus had an even bigger problem than teasing or a jealous dog. His grandmother was coming to visit. Grandma didn't like Linus's blanket one bit. Lucy began to pester Linus more than ever. If you don't give up that stupid blanket, she said, Grandma's going to cut it into 1,000 pieces. Linus had to find a way to give up his blanket before Grandma came. But how? How? Hmm. Linus tried to substitute, but that had drawbacks. Lucy locked the blanket in the closet, but Linus couldn't stay away. You'd better give it back, Charlie Brown told Lucy. What makes you say that, Charlie Brown? Lucy asked. Mm-mm-mm. What makes you say that? Grandma's visit was just a few days away and nothing seemed to work. Linus was not going to give up his blanket, but someone else had other plans. Snoopy! Linus screamed. Linus chased Snoopy everywhere, but Snoopy made a daring escape. Seeing Linus's blanket fly through the air gave Lucy an idea. Lucy made a kite out of Linus's blanket to keep it away from him, but Linus wasn't fooled. "My blanket!" Linus yelled. Things only got worse for Linus when Lucy let go of the kite. Linus watched his beloved blanket float off into the air. Oh boy. Linus's blanket was really gone this time. Staring up at the great big sky, he felt sadder than he ever had. "I'll bet I'll never see my blanket again," he said. Still, Linus had to try to get his blanket back. He asked Charlie Brown to help him put an ad in the paper. "Lost, one light blue blanket in the shape of a kite. Please return. Owner desperate." Even though his good friend Charlie Brown stayed by his side, Linus could barely sleep without his blanket. He kept thinking about it, wondering where it could be. Soon Linus got some good news. It was a telegram from the Air Rescue Service. "They found my blanket," he told Charlie Brown. "They are mailing it back to me." Linus was thrilled to get his blanket back, but this happiness did not last long. Grandma was arriving that day, and Lucy had come up with a surefire way of curing Linus of his blanket habit once and for all. "I buried it," she said. Linus dug and dug and dug, but he could not find his blanket. Just when things seemed hopeless, Linus's blanket seemed to find him. It was time for Linus to face Grandma. She was not happy that Linus still had his blanket, but Linus stood his ground. "I need this blanket," he told Grandma. "It's the only real security I have." After all, everyone had someone or something that helped them get through the day. It wasn't just Linus with his blanket. Sally had her sweet baboo Linus. Schroeder had his piano. Lucy had Schroeder. Snoopy had his dinner bowl. Even Grandma had her coffee. Linus made a good argument for keeping his blanket. But Grandma would not listen. "Hand it over, Linus." "Hand it over?" Linus asked. "You want me to hand it over?" Sure enough, Grandma took Linus's blanket away. But Grandma didn't really get Linus's blanket. He had swapped it with a dish towel and tricked her and he tricked his grandmother. After Grandma had gone, Linus got out his real blanket. What a mess. Charlie Brown was happy for Linus. Everything was back to normal and Linus's blanket was safe. Still, Linus was a little sad to see Grandma go. "I'm going to miss the thrill of the chase," he told Charlie Brown. Luckily for Linus, someone would always want his blanket. Aw, the end. Aw, the end. Happiness is a warm blanket, Charlie Brown. I'm going to read that again. Happiness is a warm blanket, Charlie Brown. A warm blanket. I'm just saying. I'm happy in my warm blanket, Charlie Brown. All right, all right, all right, you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. And thank you for liking my videos, sharing my videos, going to YouTube, looking for Audrey's reading area. Right? 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 Audrey's reading area. And smashing that subscribe button for me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am warm in my warm blanket. And I'll see you again Monday. Have a great weekend. Thank you for being here. I still hope to encourage you to pick up a book so you can read it on your own. And then come back and listen to me read to you. All right? All right, all right, all right. See you Monday. Have a great weekend. Yes, live, Live, live at 5 here at Audrey's Reading Area.